What's up guys, JC Figs here, and today we're going to review the Figures Toy Company Legends of Professional Wrestling Sandman action figure. Not licensed by WWE or AEW obviously. This is licensed by Figures Toy Company. So it's completely different than the Unrivaled and Elite line. This figure comes in a case. Not necessarily a box. It comes already in a protective case. The card itself is a piece of cardboard, which I think is very smart by Figures Toy Company because the card itself is already protected. So good job there, Figures Toy Company. In the top left it reads limited edition. This is a 1 of 300 limited edition Legends of Professional Wrestling Sandman figure. What makes this a 1 of 300 is it comes with 3 accessories: a hardcore championship belt, a circular piece of barbed wire, and a kendo stick. You can get the regular version of this without the accessories, and that's not limited of course. That one retails at $29.99. This one, the limited edition 1 of 300, retails at $39.99. But if you use code JCFIGS, you'll get 10% off of that. Make sure you use that code. Tag me, comment, let me know if you use it, and I'll give you a shout out. On the box it says Sandman, and there's a sketch of the Sandman. Bottom left, Figures Toy Company logo, and the Legends of Professional Wrestling logo. Now what makes this mock for collectors is not that this is sealed, because this is a protective case, right? What seals this and keeps it mock is this Figures Toy Company zip tie at the top here. So having this on ensures that this is in fact mock, so that collectors are able to tell that this has never been opened. On the back it reads Legends of Professional Wrestling Sandman, and it has a picture of the Sandman action figure. On the right it has other Legends of Professional Wrestling figure sketches. There's Vince Russo, Bobby Eaton, Scott Norton, Chris Candido, Shane Douglas, Jim Cornette, a whole bunch of people. Juventud Guerrero, Conan, New Jack. Then at the bottom it says Rising Stars of Wrestling, also available. These are new up and coming guys. They still have the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, Brian Cage, Trent, Ethan Page, Brian Pillman Jr. So this line is very interesting. I would love to see more legends come into this line, because there's a lot of legends that haven't made the cut or don't have contracts with WWE. Like right now, Legion of Doom. How awesome would it be to get Legion of Doom figures in the Legends of Professional Wrestling line with the soft good clothes, and then who knows how cool the shoulder pads would be with those figures. It would just be really cool to see some more legends in this line. Just so you guys can see a bit of the differences between the Figures Toy Company boxes and the Mattel and Jazzwares. You can see this is not your traditional box. It's in fact just a protective case with the card inside, and I think Figures Toy Company is on to something here, because this is a very smart idea, because now collectors don't have to go out and buy separate protective cases to keep their boxes protected. This is just an all-in-one protective case. And the only thing I kind of don't like about the packaging from Figures Toy Company is the accessories are all loose inside of that bubble where Sandman is, so they can just bounce around, wobble around, and that's the one thing that I don't like about this. Other than that, I think these packages could be used in future lines from other companies. So I cut the zip tie off, so now let's go ahead and open this box up together, because this is my first Figures Toy Company figure, so I'm interested to see how this is. So as I thought, it is the protective case, right? The sticker is on the outside, as you can still see there. And here is the card. Now we want to keep this card as pristine as possible, because we might put it back at a later time, who knows. And let's see, oh, his little cigarette fell out at the bottom. Oh no, it didn't. It's actually in a plastic baggie at the bottom there. Good job, Figures Toy Company. I was worried that it would have came out and I lost it, but no, it's right there. Now on the back of this figure, it is tied down, so we gotta go ahead and untie all these, and then we'll take this figure out and check them out. Okay, so I got Sandman out of his packaging and I got all the accessories out. Let's go over the accessories really quick. It comes with a circular barbed wire piece. It could be set on a table, or it could be used in the ring, on ropes, put in the turnbuckle or something if you'd like. It also disconnects, so it becomes elongated. If you want to wrap it around a figure's arm or something, if you watch the match that this attire is based off of, Cactus Jack versus Sandman, Cactus Jack wrapped barbed wire around his arm and then delivered an elbow drop to the Sandman. Check that match out. And then it also comes with a kendo stick. This kendo stick looks pretty good. The wood looks good. The handle is white and there is a yellow piece going down the middle. And there are red wraps around the middle and top portion also. And it comes with a Hardcore Championship belt. That match I mentioned before was actually for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. This is not the ECW World Heavyweight Championship because, like I said, they don't have the rights to ECW. WWE does. But they did what they could and included a Hardcore Championship title. It looks pretty cool for a non-licensed championship. And it has two side plates on each side, and in the center it says Hardcore with barbed wire 2x4s is what it looks like, and brass knuckles at the top. This belt is reminiscent of the old Jakks championship titles, as is the figure itself. If you couldn't tell, Figures Toy Company definitely got their body type idea from the old Jakks classic figures. It also comes with the little cigarette inside of the package, and you gotta be very careful with this because it's super tiny and you can lose it very easily. And here we are, we have the Sandman in full effect. He has his clothes on, he has the American flag pants on, he has his Sandman shirt, Hardcore World Heavyweight Championship belt on, and he has the kendo stick wrapped in barbed wire and even the cigarette in the mouth. Now the cigarette you can even put in his ear, so that's a nice touch by Figures Toy Company. Sandman, top of his head, he has blonde hair, looks good, blonde eyebrows. His face looks like Sandman. If I didn't know who this figure was, if there was no name on the shirt or no name on the packaging, just by looking at his attire and his head, I would think it's the Sandman because I know who the Sandman is. The shirt is soft goods and it says Sandman on the front. Sandman is in barbed wire font, which is very cool. The pants are also soft goods, American flag pants. This is just awesome. I love to see that. And then you can see the boots at the bottom there. Now the body type on this figure, like I mentioned previously, is identical to the old Jakks classic figures. And we'll go ahead and take off the clothes and do some articulation and really look this body over. Now at first glance you can see his torso is a slightly different skin color than his arms and his legs. Now these figures are meant to be displayed with the clothes on, obviously, which is why they have such quality soft good clothes. Anyway, now we'll check the articulation, and just like the Jakks classic, it has the regular single jointed elbows. It does have a pin in there. The arms are pretty jacked and swole like the Jakks classic, not quite as big but still big. The chest, you can see he's got a huge chest. I don't think Sandman himself was ever that jacked. But again, these are like the old Jakks classic Superstars figures. They were all jacked, every single one of them. Even Mean Gene, right? And then his legs, they move up a little bit and back. And then they bend slightly there. And there's also a single pin in the knees. And then the feet bend back and bend forward. And there's a single pin there. The arms again move up and up. So there you go there. How far up do they go? There we go. So he can touch his head if you want. And here's a few comparisons so you can see the WWE Elite Cactus Jack next to Sandman and the AEW Unrivaled Jon Moxley on the other side. So Sandman isn't really like crazy tall. I know a lot of the Jakks classic figures were a lot taller than these new Mattel and Jazzwares figures. Sandman actually scales really well with these figures. He's just bulky. He's just super jacked. So he scales well enough to fit in with your WWE ECW collection if you choose to do so. So this action figure is definitely awesome on display. It looks great. It's not really the best to play with. However, for displaying purposes, the Figures Toy Company Legends of Professional Wrestling line are excellent figures, and I will definitely be buying more. My next purchase will probably be the Scott Norton figure because I would love to have a Scott Norton figure in my collection, and he'd look great with my NWO guys. Let me know if you guys have any Figures Toy Company action figures in the comments below, and let me know if you like them. Now we'll go ahead and do the JC Figs rating. And for display purposes only, I'm giving this figure an 8 out of 10. This displays wonderfully. It looks like Sandman. It comes with some awesome accessories. soft good clothing is high quality. It doesn't leave stains like the Mattel and Jazzwares clothes. This is top-notch cloth here. Figures Toy Company really invests their money into the clothing. If you've checked out their website, you would know that some of their other lines like DC, Batman, they have Three Stooges even, they're all very well done cloth figures. So the Batman figures actually come with a cloth like bat suit on. So it's really nice. Definitely check it out if you're a Batman fan. And remember, use discount code JCFIGS. You'll save 10% on orders $20 or more. They even have barbed wire ropes, all crazy different types of accessories, and they even have blood for your figures that don't stain the figures at all in case you want to do like some hardcore matches. Anyway, JC Figs rating, display purposes, 8 out of 10. This figure rocks. I love the Sandman, dude's hardcore as hell. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Peace!